Let me paint a picture for you. You wake up tomorrow and you log into your 401k account. You check your bank accounts, your insurance policies, everything looks fine. You feel responsible. You're doing the adult thing. But here's the nightmare scenario. You die unexpectedly next week. And because of one tiny overlooked box you checked 10 years ago and forgot about, your ex-partner, the one you can't stand, gets a check for $350,000, tax-free. And your current spouse and your kids, they get nothing. They have to fight for it in court for 5 years. That's literally me, or at least that was me until about 3 years ago. I had a policy from a job I quit in 2016 and I never updated the paperwork. If I had gotten hit by a bus, my financial life would have burned to the ground and my family would be left holding the ashes. We think naming beneficiaries is the most boring, routine part of finance. It's not. It's the part where the government and the lawyers try to eat your money if you get lazy. My name is Thomas, and I'm advising you to always name contingent beneficiaries. If you're someone who worries that you're doing everything right financially, but deep down feels like you've got a blind spot that's going to ruin your family if you're gone, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Because today, we aren't talking about making money. We're talking about making sure the money you already have actually goes where you want it to go when you're not here to say so. Most people think a will is the end-all be-all. They go to one of those online legal sites, pay $50, write down, "I leave everything to my wife," put it in a drawer, and pat themselves on the back. Look, I'm glad you have a will, but here's the thing. A will is basically a suggestion box for the court system. Let's challenge that assumption right now. If you name a beneficiary on a financial account, a 401k, an IRA, a life insurance policy, that document, called a beneficiary designation form, actually overrules your will. It overrules it completely. Here's what most people don't realize. The will handles the probate assets. The beneficiary form handles the non-probate assets. If you name your estate as the beneficiary, or if you leave it blank, that money falls into the will, and that's when the chaos starts. Let's do the math, because I need you to see the dollar signs here to understand why this matters. Scenario A, you do it right. You have a $500,000 life insurance policy. You name your spouse as the primary beneficiary and your adult child as the contingent beneficiary. You die, your spouse calls the company, sends a death certificate, and within 30 days, that $500,000 hits their bank account. No lawyers, no court fees, no waiting. That's liquidity. That's survival money. Scenario B, you leave it blank, or you name my estate. That $500,000 now has to go through probate. Probate is a court-supervised process of distributing your assets. In many states, the court fees alone can be 3% to 5% of the estate. On $500,000, that's $15,000 to $25,000 gone, poof, to lawyers and filing fees. Not to mention the executor fee, which in some places is also a percentage. But the math gets worse. Time is money. Probate in a congested county like Los Angeles or Miami-Dade can take 12 to 18 months. If your family needed that money to pay the mortgage next month, they can't get it. They're stuck. Here's an eye-opening statistic for you. According to data from the American Bar Association and various court records, probate can eat up anywhere from 3% to 7% of an estate's total value in administrative costs and attorney fees. On a $1 million estate, that's potentially $70,000 that your kids don't get because you forgot to fill out a form correctly. It's a tax on laziness. So why do smart people mess this up? It's psychological. I call it the tombstone mentality. We think that once we're gone, our problems are over. We think, I won't care, I'll be dead. But that's the wrong question. The question isn't, will I care? The question is, will my wife be sleeping on her sister's couch because the bank took the house while waiting for a judge to sign a piece of paper? We avoid thinking about death because it's morbid. We fill out the forms fast, we check a box, and we move on. We don't think about the contingent beneficiary. That's the backup. That's the part where most people fail. Let me give you an analogy. Think of your primary beneficiary as the starting quarterback. The contingent beneficiary is the backup quarterback. If the starting QB gets hurt, or in this case, if your spouse dies with you in the same car accident, you don't want the team to forfeit. You want the backup to go in and win the game for your kids. If you don't name a contingent beneficiary and your primary dies with you or before you, that money defaults back to your estate. You just benched your own team. This is where it gets really interesting. And by interesting, I mean terrifying if you have more than one kid. Let's say you have 3 children, Alex, Bailey, and Chris. You name them as equal beneficiaries. Alex, unfortunately, passes away before you do. Alex has 2 kids, your grandkids. Now, how do you want that money split? If your beneficiary form just says, "to my children equally," but doesn't specify the method, the default might be per capita. That means the money is split among the living children at the time of your death. So if Alex is gone, the money is split 2 ways, 50% to Bailey, 50% to Chris. Alex's kids, your grandkids, get nothing from that account. Is that what you wanted? Probably not. You probably love your grandkids. The fix is a term called prosterpes. It's Latin, it sounds fancy, but it just means by branch. If you select prosterpes and Alex is gone, his share, 33%, gets divided equally between his 2 kids. They get 16.5% each. Bailey and Chris still get their 33%. I see people lose sleep over this. They think they left money to their heirs, but because they didn't know these 2 Latin words, they accidentally disinherited their own grandchildren. You have to look at your form. If it doesn't say prosterpes or by representation, you need to change it. Now, you might be thinking, Thomas, this is great, but I'm single. I don't have kids. I don't care where the money goes. Look, I get it. You think you're off the hook. But if you die without a beneficiary and without a will, you die intestate. The state you live in has a pre-written will for you. It's called the laws of intestate succession. And let me tell you, the state is terrible at guessing your intentions. If you're single with no kids, the state might give 100% of your hard-earned money to your parents. Maybe you hate your parents. Maybe you wanted it to go to your best friend who helped you through tough times, or a charity you love. Too bad. The state doesn't care about your best friend. The state cares about bloodlines. Or, even worse, you might have a transfer on death set up for your bank account. You name your brother, but your brother dies a month before you do. You're in the hospital, you don't update it. When you pass, that account is now in limbo because the beneficiary is dead. It goes to your estate. Probate, fees, delays, all because you didn't check the box for a contingent beneficiary. All right, I've scared you enough. Let's fix this. Here is your beneficiary audit checklist. You need to do this by the end of this week. Step 1, the inventory. Get a notebook. Write down every single account that allows a beneficiary designation. That's your 401k, your IRA, your Roth IRA, your life insurance policies, term and whole life, your annuities, and even your bank accounts. Check for payable on death, or POD. You'd be surprised, some brokerage accounts have this feature too. Step 2, the audit. Log into each account, download the current beneficiary form. Do not just look at the summary page, look at the actual form PDF. Check the names. Is your ex-girlfriend from 2005 still on there? Is your mom, who passed away 5 years ago, listed? Updated now. Step 3, the who gets what strategy. Here's the pro move. Don't just split things evenly without thinking. For spouses, if you leave your IRA to your spouse, they can roll it over into their own IRA and defer taxes for decades. This is called the spousal rollover. It's the golden ticket. For non-spouses, kids, if you leave an IRA to your kids, they generally have to withdraw the money within 10 years, thanks to the Secure Act. That could push them into a higher tax bracket if the account is huge. Roth assets, Roth IRAs, and Roth 401ks are the best things to leave to kids. Why? Because the withdrawals are tax-free to them. If you have a choice, leave the tax-free stuff to the people who need it most or who are in high tax brackets. Step 4, name your contingent. This is non-negotiable. For every single account, you must name at least one contingent beneficiary. If your primary is your spouse, your contingent should be your kids or a trust for your kids. Fill that box. Do not leave it blank. Step 5, the minor child trap. This is a tough one. If
If your kids are under 18, you generally cannot leave money directly to them. If you name Johnny age 10, the court will have to appoint a guardian to manage that money until they turn 18, which is a legal nightmare. You need to set up a trust. Name the trust as the beneficiary. The trust document then says, don't give my kid $200,000 at 18 when they'll buy a sports car. Give it to them at 25 or for education. This costs a little money to set up with a lawyer, but it protects your kids from themselves. I had a neighbor once, nice guy, worked construction his whole life, back hurt, knees shot. He had a small life insurance policy through work, maybe $100,000, just enough to pay off the house. His wife was the beneficiary. He gets diagnosed with cancer, he's in and out of the hospital, he forgets to update his paperwork. He passes away, his wife calls the insurance company, they say, ma'am, the beneficiary on file is still your husband. We can't pay you, the estate has to claim it. She had to hire a lawyer, she had to go to probate court for $100,000. It took 8 months. She almost lost the house waiting for the check because the mortgage company didn't care that the insurance money was coming.
They just wanted their payment. That's the part that keeps me up at night. Not the dying. The idea that the people I love most would have to fight a bureaucracy while they're grieving because I was too lazy to spend 20 minutes on a website. That's not a financial mistake. That's a character flaw. And it's one we can fix right now. Look, we spend so much time worrying about the rate of return on our investments. We sweat over whether the S&P 500 is going to go up or down 2% today. But the return on investment for naming your beneficiaries correctly, it's infinite, because it ensures that 100% of what you worked for actually helps the people you love. Don't let the state be the executor of your final wishes. Don't let a judge decide who gets grandma's ring or dad's 401k. You made the money. You decide where it goes. My name is Thomas. If this video helped you realize you have some paperwork to do me a favor. Pause this video right now, open your laptop, and check one account. Just one. Then, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next video where we talk about why your financial advisor might actually be a salesperson. Be smart, be intentional, and take care of the people you leave behind.